Hey guys, I really want to give you guys a tour of where we're at because it is unlike any campground that I have been at. And you'll see what I mean. It's really, I know I say this in my other videos I posted, but it's just really beautiful here. And there's just a lot of cool stuff to see and do. So I will start off. This is the very end kind of the campground. There is our fifth wheel and our truck, and as you can see, there's not really much else. There are some campers. There's two campers that are over there, and it's really not finished over there. It's pretty forested. So, but we're at the very end of the lot right now, and then this kind of just does a circle. By the way, when we pulled into our site, it was we're not really good at backing up, and it took us about a half an hour to do that, and we're not even well, we're not even as in we're not specifically on the gravel, we're more like in the grass, but it took so long that we just left it because there wasn't that much room to back up in, especially for inexperienced people who don't know how to back things up properly. So here are more RVs, and then we just walk down here, and right here you can't really tell too much, but there is a trail. This trail is the trail that leads right to the river, and there is an actual path, and it's just dirt, but it's slightly overgrown but not bad. We took the kids down there, and it leads to the river, and that is where the bears are. Really, if it was just cut straight through those woods, it would be so much shorter, but it's just a little cute walk around, and you get to see flowers and plants and stuff you don't normally see. So I am not going to go down there because, like I've said in the other videos, I am scared of the bears, especially since we saw one. So if you come here, feel free to take the path down to see the river. So more RVs, and then we come here. So this is right where all the RVs are. This is the chicken coop. Yes, they have a chicken coop here at the RV campground. A lot of chickens. I can tell you that this is the first time I've ever seen them all in here. Like 98% of the time they have been here, they have been out here roaming around, and they're like in our yard clucking around and everything. These big guys that are in here bully the small ones, so they let them out all the time so that the small ones can eat. But this is an old Jacob pop-up that they have transformed into a chicken coop. And yes, we do get to eat the eggs. We can either just come in here, I see it's just latched by that, and grab the eggs, or they have some in the office that we can grab. So we get access to free range eggs, and like I said, these guys are hardly ever in here. I'm really surprised they're not out right now. I have heard they do bring them in every night, and I have heard that they are a bit tricky to get back inside, but they basically never leave this whole top RV area. They just roam around in people's yards, and everyone loves it. Our kids love it. So this is really cool. Our kids love it. They love coming to see the chickens, and they love it when the chickens are in our yard. And it's a really good educational tool, as well as good eating, honestly. So right here is a greenhouse, and then right here is a greenhouse, and I don't think I'm going to take you guys in there, but there are all kinds of vegetables inside of there, and we do get access to those as well. So, and then the road comes down here, splits into two that way, and this is the way that we came in. So this leads to the main road, but I'll take you down here first. So this is one side of the fork in the road. A tractor, clearly, because we live in the forest, and they definitely need it for when they're trying to clear things and get stuff done around here. But this is the garden. It is a beautiful, beautiful garden. All kinds of vegetables, and I do believe there's strawberries. Yeah, there's strawberries right there. So, see the strawberries? And all kinds of lettuce, onions, lots of lettuce, lots of different kinds of lettuce. Whoops, sorry guys. And then down there they have some herbs that we can use. Now, in order to eat from the garden, you do have to volunteer 1 hour per week of pulling weeds here, pulling weeds in the garden and doing a little bit of greenhouse work. But in my opinion, well worth it. Well worth it. And people who eat from here should want to put in some work anyways, because that's not fair if you don't really put in anything and you get to eat from it for free. So this is what we have access to the whole time that we're here: eggs and fresh vegetables and fruit. So I have never seen this at a campground in my life. So of course we haven't even been full-time for not even a year. So I really don't have too much experience at campgrounds, but I wouldn't think that this is very common. Here's some tomato plants. So anyways, this is really cool. I was really excited about that. They have horseshoe, volleyball, and a really big field. They have something called crazy golf or something like that, that they play in this field, and they have little golf holes that they have. But back there by the porta potty, you go through there, and that's a whole bunch of tent sites, and they go off into little like beehive coves. So you have your own little way to your own tent site. So it's really cool. Here is the playground. My kids love to play. So we've been here a few times. We haven't been here as much as we've been to the ocean, but this is still really wonderful to have. We've been to some campgrounds that don't have playgrounds, and it's not so easy on our kids. Here, there is so much to do, so if they didn't have this, it would be okay. And there's tetherball. Okay, I used to be a tetherball queen, like champion, when I was a teenager, and I challenged my husband to this game the other day, and he killed me, okay? He did win, but I think somehow he cheated. I don't know how, but he did. All right, over here we have a goat. This goat is awesome. They move it around. I think it's a him. They move him around to different parts of the campground so that he can eat the grass and get some time. But he has a very, very long leash, and he can go where he pleases. My youngest did go up to him. My youngest is 2 years old, and he went up to him, and the goat stood up and headbutted him. And crazy enough, my 2-year-old didn't care. He continued to go back up to him, but not a terrible fan of little kids. We've heard that he has headbutted more than one child, so maybe it's a common occurrence, but friendly other than that, and just does his own thing. And he's got water over there, and there's his little pole, but he has a long leash, and is a nice addition to this place. So let's see, over here is more RV sites. I haven't really seen too many RVs over here, but this whole lot right here is for an RV lot. So, and then this is a lower level, but ours is up and through there where I came down. So it's ours, we sit up higher, on higher ground than these guys down here. So this patio place right here, let me see, this used to be the restaurant that was here, and this is all that's left of it. It burnt down. I forgot exactly when he said that it burnt down, but this is all that's left. So they have the actual patio and then a fireplace, which the fireplace does get used frequently. So every Saturday night they have cookouts, and you get to have like a giant meal of salmon or chicken and fresh vegetables from their garden here. I don't exactly remember how much it costs, but I know to work campers, if you volunteer to work it, then it's free. This is the very front part of Camp Klamath, or sorry, Klamath. I don't know why I keep saying Klamath. And doesn't that just look like a cool sign? Like you would want to camp here? It's more like a camp instead of a campground. So, very cool sign. I like that. Reminds me a lot of my childhood when I went to 4-H camp. And they have that. They just take care of the grounds here. It's really beautiful. There is the office. There's a little convenience store in there. Tons and tons and tons of firewood. Lots of firewood. And this little shed right here, that is the washer and dryer. There is only one washer and dryer, so there's usually a lock on there, and you have to go ask for the key to open it and to use that. But for work campers, it's free to use the washer and dryer. Here is a giant charter bus, which has been turned into an RV. She is a work camper who lives here, and I've only met her once and can't remember her name. So if you see this, I'm really sorry, I forgot your name. Here, this whole section is for tent campers. So there's lots and lots of space back here. And it goes into these little coves, kind of like up there by the playground tent area. But the tent area by the playground up there is a lot more forested. So, and then we just walk down here and I'll show you. So the tent camping section goes down quite a ways. Goes down all the way down there where you can see that brown porta potty. So that's the end. It's a long walk, so I'm not going to walk down there because there's not really much else to show you over there. This is the only bathhouse in the whole campground, and it is in the tent area for obvious reasons. There are only 2 bathroom stalls for the women, and then 2 bathroom stalls for the men, and 2 shower stalls each for the men and women. and it's quite small. I think I read online that that was one of the only complaints about this campground, is that the bathhouse was not big enough to house as many people that do camp here. So I went in them. They're not bad. We tried to go in there during non-busy times. So, and the showers are decent. So there's just only 2 of them, I think, is just the main complaint. But it's very, very beautiful. I mean, camping in this is just amazing. So this is what we're surrounded by. I mean, this is unlike any RV campground that I've been at. It's beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. And in the office they have lots of activities that you can do. They have volleyballs, racquetball, golf clubs, all kinds of athletic equipment that you can just take, just bring it back. You know, you don't have to put a deposit down on it or anything. They just kind of go by the trust system here, and you can use whatever you want, the football, soccer balls, just bring them back after you're finished using them. So that is what we have here up at the main road where the Camp Klamath sign is. If you go left at the sign, that is towards the ocean, and that is 1 mile from here. It's actually, there's a road on the other side of these trees, so it's right down there, 1 mile. So the road over there is paved, and it is a distance that you can walk. I walked it with my 2-year-old Sunday, the first day that we were here, and I had a baby carrier, so it wasn't that bad. I would probably be more for like adults. Definitely worth bike riding though. So if you have a bike, I would recommend that. But the river is very, very, very close. So if you want to go to the river, I recommend that. Just be cautious because there are definitely bears around. So I think I've showed you everything. They do have activities during the busier times, and I think their busier times are more on the weekend. So, but still, tons of stuff to do around here. Going to see the redwoods and the Bigfoot area, and just the river. I mean, everything around here is amazing. We have this ginormous map of where you are compared to everything else, and then this tells you where everything is around here, like the post office and the gas station and the schools and all that stuff. But it's a pretty accurate map of where we are and how you can get to stuff and such. It's very cool. And then inside they have a big map of sightings of Bigfoot, so that's really cool. But that is Camp Klamath. Very, very cool place. Highly recommend coming here, not only for the beautiful scenery, but I mean vegetables and eggs, and you get to eat for free here, so it's really cool. So if any of you guys have a chance to come up to Pacific Northwest side, Camp Klamath is so far #1 on my list for places that we've been. Thanks guys, bye.